of death. The very top quarter has only got 2 of the second-tier seeds who've made it through to the last 16 in Callum Ridds and Brendan Dolan. They're facing Kleermaker and Danny Jansen, respectively. The bottom quarter has 4 unseeded players: Cam Crabtree, Stephen Burton, Jim Williams and Mervyn King, a resurgent Mervyn King in the last 16 of a ranking event for the first time this year. But this is a real quarter of death, quarter 3, and this is the game of death.
25.
Here we have Gerwyn Price versus Gary Anderson. World champions
25.
both. It's a repeat of the World Championship from 3 years ago, the World Championship final. It's a repeat of the Grand Slam final of 2018. Gary Anderson is top of the averages list for the year in these events. Gerwyn Price is 3rd. Only Luke Humphries, who's not here, sits between them. Today, they are both averaging 102. Anderson has only lost 6 legs. Price has only lost 7.
91.
It is a clash of titans, and whoever wins this is surely either the favourite or very close to the favourite to take the title today.
60.
Ross Smith, the European champion, has just been swept aside by Gary Anderson, who averaged more than 113 in that game. And that is his 13th 180 of the day. Anderson hit a 9-darter in round 2 against Keane Barry. But Gerwyn Price is not to be outdone. His lowest average in his 3 games today is 99.
140.
We know they're not best pals. You would think they'd be very up for this.
121.
Anderson looking to start with a 4-visit leg. Double 10.
70. 60.
Price couldn't bully his way through to the treble. And Gary Anderson pins double 10 for a 13-dart start. 1-0 to the Flying Scotsman. Gerwyn Price beat Anderson in both their Premier League meetings last year. But this
83.
year, Anderson has won both of their meetings, both in these events and in semi-finals as well. One of those titles he went on to win.
140. 140.
Well, I think
140.
he can't sustain that, but I don't know.
140. 180.
Another max. On a finish after 9 darts again. Price cannot take the 138. And Gary Anderson, it will be... Actually, he has mixed things up. He may not go 1 for tops. Yeah, he's going 9 for double 16.
Game shot.
11 darter. 2 legs won in 24 darts. Gary Anderson is on fire. And that is something we have said repeatedly this year. As one of the icons of the game has stormed back into form. This is ridiculous.
180. $60. 91.
Anderson back playing some of the best darts in the world this year, and yet in the big TV tournaments it hasn't happened for him.
85.
Ran into an incredible display from Daryl Gurney at the match play. Was bizarrely way off the pace in losing to Andrew Gilding at the World Grand Prix.
140.
But he has qualified for the Grand Slam. His favourite tournament.
96.
Double 18.
Game shot.
This is obscene. This is absolutely obscene from Anderson. 13 data, 11 data, 12 data. He's averaging 125.
140.
He is halfway to beating Gerwyn Price, who's out of the top 4 in the world.
100.
For the first time in quite some time, after Luke Humphries' win at the World Grand Prix.
140. 55. 180.
First maximum for Gerwyn Price, and he finds himself on 41 after 9 darts.
55.
Anderson just reminding himself what it feels like to be mortal in this leg.
Game shot.
A third 4-visit leg. 12 data from the Iceman.
91. 100. 100. 77.
'Well, if he keeps putting that first dart exactly where he wants it, this game gets so much easier. We've had a maximum in every single leg in this match. 4 of them have gone to Anderson, 1 to Price.
58.
So far, if you hit a 180, you win the leg.
$98.
And the chances are that pattern is going to continue, which is great news for the Flying Scotsman.
99. Game shot.
Everything is just going as he wants it. It is very, very simple. Throw loads of treble 20s, leave a finish, take it out.
$76. 45. 180.
If Gary Anderson continues in this fashion, all sorts of records could be broken.
$65. 104.
Decent setup from Price, using the ball there to leave a finish that does not require
100.
one. Anderson is breathing down his neck. Does not matter. 14 data allows him to hold throw. He's not out of this yet, Gerwyn Price. But he's going to have to rely on Gary Anderson relenting.
91.
In his astonishing career, the highest average we've ever seen from Anderson is just over 115.
100.
113 that he just threw against Ross Smith is actually his second highest average.
180.
6 180s now. In this match for Gary Anderson, we are in leg 7.
100.
The thing that might be the biggest threat to Gary Anderson
100.
in terms of breaking the 180 record in these events is that he might not play enough legs because he keeps sweeping people aside 6-1 and 6-2. But Price
180.
asks a question. Couldn't find his way through to the treble, Gary Anderson.
90.
Leaves himself on tops. Maybe that needed to go.
62.
Such is the standard. They're the sorts of shots that might have needed to go for Gerwyn Price.
Game shot.
As Gary Anderson, again, gets it right. 5-2. One more leg required for a spot in the quarterfinals to face either Martin Lukeman or Danny Noppert, the number 7 seed.
100. $60.
He is averaging over 110 for the second consecutive game. All right, it's just dropped below that. But even for Gary Anderson, this is brilliant.
134. $60. 96. $134.
151 won't go. Gary Anderson will have a look at the 147 for the match. It is the finish he took out to complete the 9-darter against
86.
Keane Barry in round 2 here today. Does he do it again? No, he doesn't. Needed that treble 17.
95.
Price hits the ball when he wanted the 25. It'll cost him a dart at double. Double 4 it'll have to be, and if he misses, it's probably game over.
61.
He does miss, and that might be that for Gerwyn Price. The world number 5 hasn't done much wrong in this game. But that is irresistible from Gary Anderson. A 17-darter, the worst leg of the match, but enough to wrap it up against the Iceman. He only allowed Gerwyn Price 4 darts at double in the entire game, 6 180s in just 8 legs of darts. The man has averaged 108. He is averaging around about 103, 104 for the day. The Flying Scotsman is soaring at Players' Championship 25. He is the man to beat.